has created in America a bonded thing with all these little industries together, and that is what Morris Beall refers to as the drug trust. And later on, the same thing was happening in Germany, but Wall Street has helped in Germany to create IG Farben.
IG Farben, yes.
Yeah, and at a certain moment in time, the drug trust in America and IG Farben, they got together through all sorts of, and it's all here, but it's too complicated to just tell, but they kept moving these companies and these names around, but basically it collected all the time more companies in this conglomerate of pharmaceutical industries.
Is IG Farben also not the same company who did the Zyklon B gas in
Yes.
the death chambers in Nazi Germany?
Yes.
And
absolutely.
they were also involved with the pharmaceutical industry?
Yes.
And
yeah.
how does that tie in today? I mean, who are all the big owners and how do they all tie in? And you say they're all owned under one umbrella. Do you have any idea how it all networks together?
That is basically what Morris Beall explains, how it all ties together. Yeah, but you really have to read that.
Yeah.
I made a breakdown of it in this timeline because for my own insight, I started to write, to collect issues that I found during my research in a timeline of Western medical science, and that is what this is. It's now something 200 pages or so, and it's interesting, but these pharmaceutical industry companies are sometimes very hard to follow because they keep changing their names.
Rebranding.
Yeah.
It's a marketing tool.
Oh yeah.
It works very well.
Yeah, it does. So, yeah.
Okay. Obviously, coming back to the present day, we're stuck in a situation where the global depopulation agenda is in full swing. Obviously, the H1N1 virus is causing a lot of scare and panic, and really what we need to be focusing on is getting the message out there to people about what the vaccination program is all about. So, moving on from that, I'd like you to tell us exactly all your knowledge and information on this particular topic.
Well, that starts with the research that Vera Scheibner did, that vaccines create havoc in the human body. And there is a researcher, I just got his book on CD and it's lying over there, so maybe we can grab it later on. No, it's here in front of you, it's the white thing with the black, yeah, it's ICD 999. And that is the international standardization. Well, I'll quote it because I want to quote Patrick Jordan. It looks like this when you print it. You can buy it by sending $60 to Patrick Jordan in America, and you will find that on the website of Dr. Carley. That is Dr. drcarley.com, drcarley.com, and there are the ins and outs for this book. But this guy has researched what is going on, and he found the International Classification of Diseases by the World Health Organization, and you can Google that, and then there was mention of ICD 999.5 and serum sickness, because Patrick Jordan found out that vaccination caused serum sickness. And Vera Scheibner has written an article about how vaccination causes vasculitis, which is part of serum sickness, but that has so many other names because of when it appears in the body, and at what age, and with what sort of symptoms. So you can, vasculitis, you can call it Kawasaki disease, Takayasu, Behçet disease. These are all basically in the same thing. It's all serum sickness or vasculitis. And what Patrick Jordan found out is that the last category in this International Classification of Diseases by the WHO, the last category is about vaccinia reaction, serum sickness, vascular complications. So the thing they cause the first in anybody's life by vaccinating, they put it in the last category of this classification of disease, which is interesting. Now, this whole book is about how he sees that vaccines create serum sickness and what that means. And yeah, I read this and my gut feeling tells me he is right. I have no doubt. And this man does the same thing as I do. He buys books, old books, and yeah, those are, how you say that, a cornucopia of knowledge and facts and documented.
Absolutely. I mean, I think what people forget is that for thousands of years we were herbalists before we became chemical-based pharmaceutical guinea pigs.
Yeah.
And we lived a much better and healthier life. I mean, the cancer, for example, as you were saying, was a lot lower when we were all on homeopathic medicines. In
this book of Morris Beale, but also in other books, doctors say there was no cancer before vaccination. Let me see whether I can find it here. Yeah, this is cancer was practically unknown until cowpox vaccination began to be introduced. I have had to do with at least 200 cases of cancer, and I never saw a case of cancer in an unvaccinated person. And that was Dr. W.B. Clark of Indianapolis who said that. And I have found in these old books, I have found these things as a rule.